I never thought a single greasy plate could change the power dynamic in our house. But then again, I never thought my 27-year-old brother, Matt, would treat our kitchen like a 5-star hotel and himself like a permanent VIP guest. He didn't cook. He didn't clean. He didn't even pretend to help. And when he did touch a chore, it was a performance in sabotage so flawless, it deserved its own Oscar category. Best attempt at doing nothing while pretending to try. The rule in our house was simple. If you use it, you clean it. Dad and I followed it like gospel. Mom had passed 2 years ago. And since then, the kitchen had become our quiet battlefield of responsibility. Dad worked construction. I was in my final year of college, juggling online classes and part-time barista shifts. We cooked, we cleaned, we functioned. Matt? He existed. He'd roll out of his room at 2 p.m., hair like a bird's nest, wearing the same hoodie for the 3rd day in a row, and head straight for the fridge. He'd eat cold pizza standing up, leave the box open, crumbs on the counter, and then vanish back into his gaming cave. If you asked him to do anything, take out the trash, load the dishwasher, even close the fridge door, you get one of 3 responses. I'm busy. Translation. I'm in the middle of a ranked match. I did it last time. Translation. Lie. He's never done it. The side plus eye roll combo, followed by a half-assed attempt that made the mess worse. But the dishwasher? That was his masterpiece. The first offense, the greasy plate incident. It started small. Dad made lasagna. 3 trays. Enough for leftovers. Matt ate 2 servings, then left his plate in the sink sauce crusted on like concrete. Fork stuck vertically in the middle like a flag of surrender. I asked him politely to rinse it. He groaned, dragged himself over, turned the tap on for exactly 1.2 seconds, and shoved the plate into the dishwasher without scraping a single noodle. Then he walked away. That night, the dishwasher ran. The next morning, every glass had orange film. Every spoon had cheese residue. The plates? Still dirty. Dad opened the door, stared, and said nothing. Just sighed the deep, bone-tired sigh of a man who'd raised 2 sons and lost one to entitlement. I rare in the cycle. Twice. Matt slept through it all. The pattern emerges. It became a ritual. Every time Matt helped, the dishes came out worse than before. He'd load bowls upside down so water-pooled. He'd forget detergent. He'd cram 17 plates into a 12th lot rack, blocking the spray arms. Once, he put a wooden cutting board in there. It warped. Dad nearly cried. But the coup de grace? He started leaving greasy pans in the sink and claiming, I rinsed them. Rinsed? They were slicker than an oil spill. I tried talking. Matt just scraped the food off. It takes 10 seconds. I did. There's still egg on this pan. Then you do it. You're so good at it. And the smirk. That smug, lazy smirk. Like he'd won. He had one. Because every time he half-assed it, we fixed it. We became his unpaid cleaning crew. And he knew it. The breaking point. It was a Thursday. I'd worked a double shift. My feet ached. My apron smelled like burnt espresso. Dad had been on a roofing job in 95-degree heat. We came home to the smell of garlic bread and marinara Matt had ordered. Domino's. Again. The box was open on the counter. 3 slices missing. Grease pooled in the cardboard. His plate? In the sink. Fork cemented in cheese. And the dishwasher light was blinking. Clean. He'd run it. With 1 plate. And left the rest for us. Dad looked at me. I looked at him. Something snapped. Not anger. Not yelling. Just a clarity. Matt was in his room. Door cracked. Headphones on. RGB lights pulsing. Controller in hand. Screaming at his teammates. Bro, cover me. I'm getting railed here. His pride and joy. A custom SCUF controller. Matte black. Paddles on the back. LED thumbsticks. He'd saved for 6 months to buy it. Bragged about it for weeks. Cleaned it religiously with a microfiber cloth. I smiled. The plan. Dad saw the look in my eye. What are you thinking? Justice. Subtle? Poetic. We didn't speak after that. Just moved like synchronized soldiers. Step 1. I scraped the Domino's plate. Rinsed it, loaded it properly. Step 2. Dad wiped the counters. Step 3. I opened the dishwasher. Step 4. I placed Matt's controller in the top rack. right between two greasy mugs, face up, like a sacred offering. Then I closed the door, pressed heavy wash, added extra rinse, locked the child's safety latch, he'd never figure it out, and walked away. The wait. Matt emerged at 11 p.m. Yo, who used all the hot water? I was on the couch, laptop open, pretending to study, dishwashers running. Again, I just did it. You did one plate with cheese armor. He rolled his eyes and went back to his game. The cycle took 2 hours and 47 minutes. I set an alarm. Dad smirked and went to bed. At 1:52 a.m., the dishwasher beeped. I tiptoed to the kitchen, opened the door. Steam rolled out like a dragon's breath. There it was. His controller, gleaming. Too clean. Water beaded on the paddles. The thumbsticks sparkled. I dried it gently with a towel, placed it on the counter, centered, like a museum exhibit. Then I sticky noted it. You cleaned the dishes, right? Now your controller is clean too. Next time, rinse properly. Karma. I went to bed. The reckoning. Morning. 7:15 a.m. I was making coffee. Dad was frying eggs. Matt shuffled in, yawning, reaching for his controller, and froze. What the hell? He picked it up, turned it over. The paddles clicked weightly.